All right, so we fast forward a little bit. So going back, Wildman comes over.
Yeah.
He's like your alter ego. You're kind of like the brains and he's the brawn, right? And you feel better with him around because he's the muscle, he's the scarier guy, and crazy as well.
Crazy, anything can happen around him. And he introduces me to all the people in the underworld. So wherever you house Wildman, he's been housed in Mexico, LA, you name it, he takes control of all of the street people right away. They all just start worshiping him. Even in LA, after a couple of days, Sunset Boulevard, dodgy pink hotel, street people are coming all night long, just dropping off free drugs for him and everything. He ended up just staying there with the street people. So we put him in this apartment complex, Rancho Murrieta, Tempe, Arizona. Massive complex. You know, Tempe's a university town, massive demand for ecstasy. And he moves in with some people at home behind the rent. I take care of that. Throws these parties. Typical party in here is he's got like Native American transgender street prostitutes. Gangbangers are in there, you know, armed with guns. Russian mafia, Italian mafia, drag queens, striptease dancers. And this is just non-stop. This is how he lived, just non-stop.
And everybody's on pills and everyone's having a good time.
And they're telling each other their life stories.
Right.
Yeah, so it was through him opening this door into this underworld, to me, of the night people, that I saw the business potential and made my connections that were necessary to lay the foundation for the criminal enterprise. Wildman, he was so insane, his behavior, he got deported multiple times and I had to smuggle him back into the country, sending like Mission Impossible style teams of people through Canada and Mexico to bring him back into the country. The judge had ruled that he was a menace to society and permanently banned him. But I kept smuggling him back in. So he was coming and going over the years, but the enterprise was building and building and building.
Okay.
Through these other people that.
And so when do you decide you're going to go full on into the ecstasy business and the party business and leave stockbroking behind? And was it a financial decision or was it about power and fun and acceptance?
Power, fun, ego, acceptance, the women, everything.
Okay. You're the man.
If you're the man, if you're Mr. Cool Guy, you're throwing parties for up to 10,000 people. You know, you're in charge of the VIP area. People are coming up to you all night long, thanking you for the pills and the parties. My ego was as big as the Grand Canyon back then, let's put it that way. Yeah, and I was just feeding it. I surrounded myself with people who were equally insane as myself. That's why, you know, more than half of them are dead now. We were all reinforcing each other's crazy behavior and there was nobody to put the brakes on. We're all trying to outdo each other on, you know, on our bizarre stunts.
And in a way, you're also throwing these rave parties that have all these good vibes and happiness.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like you guys are dealing crack. That would have been a different vibe, right? Because then you just would have been hardcore drug dealers competing with other people. You're like, you know, having fun and telling yourself you're having fun.
It wasn't like Scarface. It was cuddle puddles and Vicks inhalers.
What's a cuddle puddle?
Where a bunch of ravers are sat on the floor in a circle massaging each other's shoulders.
Okay, gotcha. Cuddle puddle. I didn't rave enough, obviously. Oh my gosh. And what was the other thing you said? Vicks
inhalers. So if you're on ecstasy and you do the Vicks inhaler thing, it's like...
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I almost have an orgasm.
All right. So, all right. And look, I mean, like, as a drug, ecstasy can be beneficial to some people. I mean, PTSD sufferers use it. I've had Rick Doblin here from MAPS, and they're using it for couples therapy and PTSD. And I mean, like, it's hard to overstate that in limited doses, there are some good things that can happen if you don't go down the addiction road. And
I concur. Trump should give me a pardon and allow me back in. No, just a joke, because like I said, I'm in drugs education. It's what it leads to, the lifestyle.
Okay.
And it's the lifestyle that's more addictive than the drugs and the cash. I've written extensively about Pablo Escobar. They estimate he was worth about 30 billion. His brother Roberto said, look, why don't we just buy our own island, kick back, we won't get wiped out by our rivals, we won't end up doing life in prison. Escobar said, I'm running a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. My money puts the president of Colombia in power. I've got thousands of people working for me. And you want me to kick back on an island on a deck chair, sipping a cocktail, you're out of your mind. And because of that decision, he lost his life early. But it's addiction to the lifestyle is more powerful than anything.
Wow.